case shit.
Free ball?
Yeah, free balling for life.
Oh,
for life.
That's start like
How long you think I could last without no case, bro?
the fact that we talk about it, maybe 48 hours. Yeah.
It's been past 48 hours.
That's fine. Talking about how that energy is out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How you can do that?
Now your head might get slippery, pause.
Hold on.
That screen might crack.
Hold on, let me see what this shit looking like real quick. Nah, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for the rest of the year. Watch. Nah, I was in the gym and then that shit just started cracking off. I was like, I just tossed that shit.
Go on Amazon, but they like $11.99.
Nah, I'm bougie, bro. I love the Apple cases, bro. I spend a little extra bread on the Apple cases.
But I'm saying, if you're not willing to do that right now, though, instead of playing X games with you.
Nah, fuck Jeff Bezos. Right now. Fuck that nigga.
What you do to you?
Who, Jeff?
Why you call here?
Nah. I just feel like Jeff, that nigga a bitch. Yeah.
Who sunned him the other day? Somebody sunned him.
Leonardo DiCaprio. That's why I think he a bitch. Like, nigga got a new. He paid for a new girl and everything. She about to leave him for Leo. Like, come on, son. She nigga a bitch. And he gonna post a picture after talking about something. Leo, I need to see you. Like, fuck out of here, nigga.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Respectfully, I can't. Oh shit. What's good? I ain't gonna lie. Respectfully, I can't let y'all bash my nigga Jeff like that.
Listen. He know how to make money, but he can't get no bitch.
I respect that.
You know, realistically, that's not my problem. As long as that nigga keep knowing how to get money and I can get my little cut off the end, we good until I don't need to get my cut off the end.
Word. I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? I got you, Jeff. I respect you, cuz.
Nah, fuck that nigga Jeff. Fuck that nigga Mark Zuckerberg. Nigga is not human. I'm probably gonna get assassinated for saying some shit like that. Fuck it. I ain't going into the politics side because some wild shit popped off today. You ain't see the verdict?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro.
You know what's crazy? So I heard some additional information. I don't know if it's true or not. What? I did hear it. So apparently it was 2 people that died, right?
Yeah, but I've seen some other charges. It was like a third one. I don't know.
I know he had I know he had hella charges, but I think it was only like 2 casualties.
Okay.
I heard one of them had just got done doing 12 years
Raise the mic.
for sexual misconduct with a minor. That's having sex with a kid.
The one that died?
Yeah, I heard one of them had just got done doing 12 years.
But she like,
And that,
wait,
like,
where?
that wasn't even like mainstream information. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of something to think about. Like, again, I don't know. It ain't confirmed. Then I heard the other one. I think that was it. The other one he was just fucking with it. Yeah.
But they was both white though, right? The dudes that he killed.
Nah.
That's what somebody said that. Somebody has said that.
I personally, I haven't been following it. All my
Me
little
neither.
updates been like little social. I be staying on that shit because
But
I gotta understand that all them type of cases ain't even real. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's why they like get pushed to the forefront, and then
That's why
it
they
takes
push
our
it,
time and
yeah.
consciousness to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Discuss it, and then it become like a hot topic, and whole time
And some other shit going on behind the scenes and shit.
Word.
That's often the case.
You know what's crazy too? That nigga fainted and fake cried the whole time. Like that nigga.
I'm like, bro, you wild. I'm like, you ain't even trying, bro.
You try too hard, son.
Nah, what topped it for me was when the Just phone went off.
I ain't hear about that.
And it was like one of Trump's anthems or some shit.
Oh, I seen something about that. I ain't hear.
I'm like, what? That's like,
Why the
it's not even
you said
real.
Trump got an anthem?
They said, bro, when I read, it was one of Trump's like anthem or some shit. shit.
Yeah, that shit was on purpose.
I swear to God.
Nah, call that nigga T-Dog. I don't want shit.
Dog.
Yeah, I ain't fucking.
That's a cool nickname though. You can't call. You
Oh, yeah, word.
T-Rock, some shit like that, man.
That nigga sound like he from Florida or some shit.
That's crazy.
Word, but
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. This is an unpopular opinion. You feel what I'm saying? My nigga. Realistically, life is flowing a little more smoothly than that nigga in the office.
Oh, no, I agree.
Niggas ain't gonna say that, but like that's the truth of the matter. Everybody had a little bit more money in their pocket when that nigga was in office.
politics.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. I don't want to go there. Politics, but I get what you're saying, though. Because he was putting things in motion that really was like, you know, pushing the frontier.
See, this is the thing, like, and this is my view just on like people, right?
Mhm.
You got different types of people. Race, gender, that don't really matter. You got people that's like passive, and you got people that's assertive.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He's an assertive type of nigga. Like he's, you know, he gonna say what he gotta say, and you know, you can argue with your mom for all he care. Like he said it. You see what I'm saying? And that be his like raw truth. And he don't hold no punches for nobody. You see what I'm saying?
Niggas was looking at.
Yeah, like I don't agree with everything he, you know, do or say. So I'm not saying advocate for that nigga, but again, I'm just speaking to people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's one of the people, so it's like, alright, granted, if you gonna take one thing the nigga say without questioning it,
Mm.
then when he says another truth that might be a little hard to digest, why do you question that? He already made it clear that he's a considered person. He gonna say what he got to say and whatever come from it, you know. So without giving like a specific example or whatever word, I think they gonna kill him.
Trump.
Yeah.
Nah.
He does have a lot of influence.
I think they're gonna kill him though because, like, think about this too, right? Even, bro, he was the most like picked on, ridiculed, joked about president ever. They didn't even get on Obama ass like that, to be honest.
Not until afterwards.
You see, like, that's,
Yeah.
that ain't weird.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
they couldn't control him.
niggas was getting on my ass when I was saying like I respect him, like only because of what like he was just straight up with it. Like
Right.
you feel me?
Yeah, I agree, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a man first, and I'm a person that's like that too. Like I'm gonna say what I gotta say. You know what I mean? I don't never move in malice, but at the same token, like if you take it that way, you know, personally that's out of my control. Most I can do is, you know, elaborate a little bit, let you know I didn't mean it like that. But
Word.
at the end of the day, what I said is what I said. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, just like you said, for him being that kind of person, yeah, I respect the nigga as a man.
Yeah.
Just 'cause I respect you don't mean I fuck with you.
That's a
just
fact.
Right.
I respect you. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, without further ado, welcome to Ground Zero. It's episode 10. That's tough. That's
awesome.
tough.
It's Irvington tough. It's Irvington tough. Hold up. Time out. We just left the championship game. They just got the first ring in school history. That's a
It's a
big,
big deal.
major,
That's a big win.
historic thing.
That's a big win. If I had the button, I would have had the flex bombs on it.
I'm Irvington to the core. So it's like, man, I got videos on my phone. You can't tell me I ain't just win. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like the adrenaline rush was the same from when I played. Like, I got my guys with me in the background, but we literally played on the first game on that new field. You know what I'm saying? Like we was a part of that. So for them to go and do that, for us to be right there watching and chill, like, bro, that's hard, bro. Like that's hard. I wasn't hard. I couldn't miss that. And it ain't over. They're playing again.
Word.
I played this. So it's like, no, that's hard.
Word, man. Episode 10. This shit crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Doing this 10 consecutive weeks. I ain't even want to come today because
Not gonna hold you.
fuck Lakers, nigga. Niggas fucked up the bag, bro. Niggas fucked up the whole ticket today. Fuck Lakers. Fuck LeBron. Fuck that whole organization. Fuck LA. Nah, I ain't gonna say all that. Nah, LA cool. LA cool.
Yes, LA.
But fuck Lakers, nigga.
This what happened when you doing FanDuel.
Nigga, if I was at the FanDuel bar, I'd have been that bitch fighting like 5 niggas at once. Like,
Just because.
niggas been at the bar, crack the bottle. Come in, nigga. Yeah, nah. Yeah, I gotta chill. I be winning off of that shit sometimes, but you feel me? It's like this. Yeah.
How much? What would you say is the ratio win to loss?
60-40. 60-40.
Okay.
I don't like that. I don't like that 60L.
Yeah, I wouldn't need it. I'm gonna need you to walk me through it again some more.
I mean, you feel me? Sometimes I'll be thinking like, yo, this nigga, he good. Like you could bet on Steph.
You doing straight bets the most?
What you mean? Like money lines?
Yeah, win or lose type of money lines.
Nah. Only because they don't really. Yeah, straight parlays.
That's kind of different though.
Yeah.
That's a little more X game-ish.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, but look. Like, you feel me? I could do the money lines. I could flip some money lines. And I'm mad as hell, too. I was doing a straight money line with some hockey games. But it was one game.
Yo, he needs to do this shit.
Nigga is.
I feel like
No sports, you don't need like
exactly.
How you know I watch hockey, bro?
Nah.
It was one game, though. Nah, but like, for me, I worked at Modell's, so like, you know, I would pick up like little shit. I would pick up little shit about hockey. Nigga, I was like, yo, Rangers don't got it. Like, niggas was always talking about shit about Rangers. They won. I went against them. That was the only ticket only game on my ticket. I had an 8-game parlay. Nigga, every other game hit, but that one. Bruh, you know how mad I was, bro? That was I think that shit was like a $800 ticket.
Well, you know what's crazy? Maybe a month ago, we was at my guy Tark. Shout out my guy Tark.
Yeah.
Bro, that motherfucker hit, bro. Man, $10 is about 2 bands, but that motherfucker hopped up, ran through the house twice, like he did a lot. Bro, that's hard.
Yeah.
That's how I'm telling you to go. The word. That shit was crazy. That shit, I don't know what like. See, growing up, my father, like, he played the lottery, like, pickets and shit like that.
I don't fuck with the
He
lottery.
played that shit
Bro,
religiously.
my
But
parents.
and it's like you said, I feel like most gamblers, like people that do that shit consistently, you gonna lose more than you get out. But when it is fulfilling, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll never forget this one time. It was gonna be a tight Christmas. It was one of them Christmases. They like, I ain't gonna pick one thing. Like, man, it came one day. It was like a Saturday. Father put like 10 bands on the bed, bro. Put 10 bands on the bed, bro. My mother looking at this nigga like,
What you just do for that?
first of all, get that shit on the bed. 2, where it come from? 3, get it off the bed. Like, but now that Christmas was fire though.
See, and that's the
2.5.
results.
It was like a week and a half and 2 weeks before Christmas. Christmas was fire. So it's like, you know, shit like that. It's like, boy, that's hard.
But I mean, you know, I realized like it's gambling, real estate, and investments. That's what where big breads be.
Yeah.
Big breads is at. That's where the big bag is at. And I ain't really realized that until, well, at least the gambling part. I ain't realized that until like fairly recently. Like, I was thinking about, I'm like, the casino, yo. Like, niggas really. The problem with niggas in the casino is that you could really hit, but then they tease you with that greed to make you put it all in.
And that's what I'm saying. See, I wouldn't, like, I don't play with casinos. I ain't never put a dime down in a casino.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't until I got that 10, 20 bands to play with. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't just, like, decide, yeah, I'm gonna do night. Whatever happens, happens. If I leave,
Yeah.
none of this shit. But if I leave with 200, then nigga, yeah, like, word. But on something like right now, like, bro, like, I don't know, even when I first get like that first big bag, like, bro, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not like, I'm going with the real estate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going with shit that got more consistent. Like,
That shit a gamble too, though.
it is a gamble, but it's more of a calculated gamble than me just going in and if this nigga flip the card right, I lose 10 bands. Like, that is more so like, bro, you dead ass. Like, 'cause money don't grow on trees.
Hell no, it don't.
So as fast as you could lose, it's like, bro, it ain't. You probably ain't make that shit that quick.
Yeah.
So it's like you got, and I don't come from money. Like, so I'm cautious. Like, nah, we ain't just about to just hell nah. We can have a great time with that 10 bands that you about to go and gamble. That's a trip out of the country son. You see what I'm saying? For a few
10
days.
bands could start a whole business.
It's
I was
that
just about
part.
to say.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You want to gamble that fucking bad. Start a business just for the casino. Tough.
I feel like that's why I don't gamble as much either. Well, I'm not really. Yeah, because you gotta have money to do it.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you gotta enable yourself in a way. Like you gotta be able to take the risks. The more money you have, the more risk you can take.
You gambling rent money, you a dickhead.
Oh yeah, that's a different type of nigga.
That's their responsibility as an accident.
Right.
That's a different type of nigga. And I seen niggas do that shit. That shit gets scary. That shit. That shit gets scary. You ever see a nigga stressing like?
That's rent money. Get that, my boy.
That's some Squid Game level shit. That's
Word.
Y'all watch Squid Games?
Did you?
I started. I ain't finished.
Really got that.
I ain't watch it.
Yeah, I started.
I feel like Twitter ruined it for me.
And then I started again.
Yeah, you talk too much.
You didn't talk too much.
Yeah, I watched it before Twitter.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even get on Twitter as much though.
Nah,
It was fire. The ending sucks.
if you ever try to watch a new show, now first of all, I only heard about it through Twitter. But if you ever trying to watch a new show that hit on Netflix, don't go on Twitter for like a good month.
Word.
Them niggas ruin the whole shit for you.
Is it just me, but like when new shit come out, I be on that shit late, like shit like Power, Empire. Like,
I never even watched Power.
I was telling who was I telling? Yo, just watch Power, bro. That shit really get like that. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I watched like
Empire, nah, Empire bullshit.
I mean, that was both like the same time.
No, son, Power like that.
Nah, Power was better.
Power is like
I watched a few
that.
episodes and I'm like, alright, this is.
we already knew 50 knew how to put that shit together though.
Yeah,
He's
like
like seen Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah.
10 times.
Yeah.
Power is like that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. 50 doing this thing.
He got other movies too though that they don't even know about, bro.
I ain't watched that Cancer one.
Like Cancel one.
You got skinny as hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't never watched it either.
No, before the music, football is life. So when I seen it when I was still actively playing football,
Yeah.
I got a little emotional watching that shit. 'Cause
Oh,
I was like, hell
that's what it was about?
no, bro. Yeah, like basically, like quick synopsis. He was in college, got cancer, kind of lost all that shit. Like he was him though. Like
Right.
I'm about to go to the NFL draft him.
Mm.
Yeah, that would have me in my bag. As a player, like as an athlete, yeah, I would be like, yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
nah.
for sure.
That hurt, bro.
Yeah, I gotta watch that now.
That shit's emotional. Then you got this other one, what's it called? It's like some kind of tough name. It's more like a hip hop ish, hood love story ish, kind of movie ish. But it's hard though. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard. I gotta remember the name to it. Like he be doing good with the names and shit too. That's what I'm saying. Like that motherfucker, you know what he's doing with that production for sure.
Nah, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I gotta catch up and watch BMF. I ain't watching that shit. He started a show for Detroit. Like this is basically, you know what BMF is?
Nah,
It's not a gang. I don't know what to call it. A collective organization. Yeah, they in Detroit. You ever heard of Big Meech? Yeah. So.
He said.
Yeah, so it's just like it's an organization. He just basically made a show about that. I ain't trying.
I feel you.
It's an entertainment company.
Yeah.
Greatest to ever do it. Wouldn't be nobody before or after. I think it's like one of his famous quotes. It's a fact though. Cause like, yeah, to this day, like, nobody made no impact like he did.
Mm-mm.
It's just facts. Like, it's facts.
It's because he had that community though.
Yeah, but he built that though.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel like people, the public, the media, they try to like demonize his character. But if you actually hear him speak,
Mm-hmm.
bro, he's a great leader. Like, he got great leader potential.
Hell yeah.
He ain't gonna slime you out. You know what I'm saying? No shit like that. Like, he don't even, like, he really stand on business. And when you think about it, it's like, that's what it takes to actually build something solid.
Mhm.
Like, people like, and you'd be surprised how like-minded Meech, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, even Kanye West, you'd be surprised to have, like, people that, have certain similar statuses, like, they think alike.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what it requires. And shit, I love the fact that people like Kanye and Elon and Jeff Bezos are billionaires, cause they'll tell you out their mouth like, bro, yeah, I got all this, but this shit really ain't even about me. I damn near got all this to give back to help other people who may not be strong enough to establish themselves or, you know, help their family. Like, and that's really what this shit about. Like, once you know better, you're supposed to do better. So if you realize you got that impact or you got, you know, them qualities, expand on that shit. Expand on that shit.
And I feel like they all did the right thing too, as far as like giving other people opportunities too. Like all the people you name brought jobs in America. Even Kanye, like all those Yeezy seasons and all that shit. Like he put hella people on, like from Young Thug, Lil Yachty, like hella people. Ian Connor, come on, man. Virgil, Don C.
Yeah, very
shit.
And that's what this shit is about, bro.
Fuck yeah.
That's what it's about. Even like shit, even taking this step further, like Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying, who was responsible for a couple people on that billionaire list, you know what I mean? Kanye, those are like Jay-Z descendants. Dead ass.
I just heard he just did a job fair at what is it, Madison Square Garden, the past week. Or I want to get to that level, bro. Just be able to just
like hold events and like, yeah, come here to get jobs.
Word, man. Shit.
I was just telling Dre too, like when you're making all these plans and stuff like that, the ultimate satisfaction is when you're able to like employ somebody else.
Yeah.
Like I got all these ideas, but like the ultimate satisfaction is when I can be like, word, I got this and I can hand it off to you, and it'll just continue to grow. And then you hand it off to the other people. And the other people.
I be trying to do that now, but it's just people mindset not there yet. Cause I just tweeted this earlier. Just like you can have a vision and everything, but niggas not gonna really fuck with it until it's already like set in stone. Which I don't blame, cause it's like, yeah, I'm taking a big ass risk, but
They gotta be willing to take that risk with you.
not in the beginning.
You know what I mean?
I'm saying it would be like some people. It would be in their best interest. You
Nah,
feel me? I guess.
but it's still a gamble.
Usually,
No,
it's
exactly.
like, usually it's like people. It might be two people that's really gonna like stick with you through a journey.
Yeah.
Like Jeff Bezos is a billionaire now.
Mm-hmm.
But at one point in time, he was a McDonald's cook.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? Who the fuck was Bezos? This Bezos like nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But maybe one or two people in his life.
They was like, yeah, I feel like you got something. It's a movie. It's a Tyler Perry movie on that shit
A
too.
lot of people hear you, but everybody don't listen to you.
Word.
So you come across people that actually listen to you, and they like, yo, you wanted something. Like I fuck with you. I believe in you. Like, bro, everybody that support you or call you the homie don't feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when you able to identify those people, because like I said, it may be two people in the beginning. You know what I mean? Before you even really show and prove, might be one or two people. You know what I'm saying? And those is the people that's like good forever.
And you gotta remember that too.
Hell yeah, you gotta remember that. Because
Yeah.
you don't, like the universe, you know, you gonna pay for that on the back end.
Word.
Straight
You
up.
see that shit all the time.
Yeah, you gonna pay for that on the back end. That's why like a lot of people was kind of outraged at the settlement that his wife got when they split up. She got $37 billion. That settlement made her one of the richest people in the world alone. You got people on, you know, ignorant niggas and shit online, like giving their opinion and X, Y, and Z. Like, man, behind every great man is a strong woman who probably was a little bit stronger at one point.
Word. Cause you gotta deal with all of that, like
You know what I'm saying?
from the bottom up.
Seriously. So it's like, come on, man, stop it.
Mm-hmm.
You see, he ain't complaining, from my understanding, he ain't complaining about paying that 37. But it was like 37, 39.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, come on.
You gonna make that back anyway.
You know, already.
Yeah.
Before they wired that shit out. Come on. And it's like, come on, that's the least he can do. And then you know what she turned around and did with it.
Donated that motherfucker.
That's tough.
So it's like, come on, bro. When you really that kind of person, like, yo, you deserve to have the billions out of everybody. Because everybody ain't gonna get in that position and still have that same energy.
I would have looked at him weird if he didn't do that. Yeah.
Don't y'all feel like even though these people they have billions of dollars,
Right.
it's like I feel like you could you could still be making somewhat of a more significant impact. Like, yeah, you're giving back in certain communities.
I feel like the world need chaos.
You need chaos in order to come through.
But I mean, you can't
reconfigure yourself.
you ain't got enough money to save everybody,
Of course not.
and you don't have enough time to save everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And some people don't want to be saved, bro.
Yeah,
that part.
But
But
I'm
even
not
the ones
talking
that
about,
do
I'm talking
though.
about like when it comes to like just world hunger and shit like that, like a lot of basic.
You see,
But I do understand that it's not like you could give money to organizations because you don't know what they're doing. Like a lot of organizations get the bread and like 50-70% is going to whatever the fuck.
but you seen what was it a tweet? I don't know what it was. You seen what Elon said about the whole?
Yeah.
Oh, somebody give me a good solution about. Yeah. And then he'll just end it. But you see how like he just played with that shit though. Like, oh, I could end this shit right now. But like that's crazy as fuck to me.
I feel like yeah, that's cool, but it's like I don't know. It's also sort of like disrespectful.
What for what he said or how he put it out? Wouldn't you feel like that though?
What like to say like oh I could do this right now type
Bro,
shit.
if you go
I would
from,
work towards it if I could.
Time out. If you go from financially, you
Yeah.
go from where you are like right now to being the first or the second, richest man on the planet, living currently. Yeah, you could end world hunger, but like you just said, you don't know that if you cut that check to that organization, they're gonna use it for that. They might use a third of that billions that you gonna give and bust the rest down amongst the rest of them in the office. So I will come like I'm coming like Elon too. Write this shit out. Yeah, I got the money, but you ain't about to. You see what I'm saying? I ain't no bank. You ain't about to use me, nigga. Like
I would never
nah.
openly give somebody my bread just because I know I could do it.
Not that much, at least. Not that much. Like, God damn, what? But word, and it's a reason he said that though. See what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he's tried to end world hunger before, but they gonna play. They gonna play. They gonna play.
That's what I'm saying. It's not that simple. Like I could bring it up, but I know it's not that simple at the same time. But I also feel like there's certain people out here that's put in the real work that you can speak to, but then again, it's like they might not have access to these people. So it's like
At the end of the day, I feel like in every organization, avenue, market, whatever, is gatekeepers. You're going to have to cross some panel of people or whatever at some point in time. They have the ability to stop your big plan.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Cause like I was saying before, I feel like there needs to be chaos in the world. Only because just imagine a world everything's straight. There's no purpose. It's no purpose to anything anymore.
I feel what you're saying. Because
Yeah.
like, there needs to be a paradigm shift. Because
Yeah.
the way that things are moving now is like everybody used to that same system.
Mhm.
In order for it to actually move the way we want it to move, or see significant progress to the point where it's like, okay, not really utopia, but like this is where all humans should be. Like this is how we should all be thinking and should be caring for each other. We're gonna have to break like some huge like what is it, habits I guess that we have.
Yeah, ain't nobody about to do that.
Ain't nobody about to do that.
Not
immediately.
Word. Might take
Like
eons.
even us talking about shit like this, we part of the small percentage of people that think like this. You feel me? Like, bro, I'll be in Newark, nigga. What night was that? The same night that Dolph got killed. Rest in peace. 8 niggas got shot in Newark, and I seen the sheriff running through the parking lots and everything. I'm like, what's going on? I ain't find out until later. I'm like, oh, alright. But
it's crazy. One of my neighbors told me that one of the people that got shot that night actually used to live a few houses down from where I live at. And I'm like when she said the name sound familiar. I used to hear people yelling that shit out or whatever she talking about. I ain't know, dude. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to know if I don't know you, like my condolences and shit. But I ain't gonna, my bro, come on, it wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it's like, damn, you know what I mean? Like that shit close. You know what I'm saying? 8 people, like somebody gonna know somebody directly that got hit. So it's like, that shit is wicked, bro. It's unfortunate. I feel like a lot of these murders are weak emotional responses from men. Not knowing how to deal with certain shit, bro. It's ego shit. Like, seriously, it's ego shit. You know how many people have funerals because a nigga ain't say like, sure, like that shit wicked, bro. That shit wicked.
And it has to do with also with like the circumstances that we've been put in. It's like we don't even know how to cope. We don't even know how to cope with what we have going on around us. You feel me? And then the position they put us in stressful positions to the point where we can't even really manage what we're going through. You feel me? So then it sort of trickles down through generations, and it's like, all right, I'm gonna do bullshit in order to fix the bullshit. But
I feel like we have like our people, melanated people. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna specify no ethnicity or nothing, but just melanated people. Fuck it, I mean, we all know that everybody come from us regardless, and that's why I said I ain't even gonna get into it. Indigenous, let's go there. But you know, our spiritual impact and abilities are powerful beyond, you know, what we know or what we've been like taught or even told about. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we definitely can do it.
oh yeah, for sure.
And they know we can do it. That's why there's so many distractions in the world. You know what I mean? Like literally entertainment, even giving us like the public, even giving us internet and high speed Wi-Fi. That's so you could be constantly entertained all day. You know what I'm saying? If you like, bro, we all do it. You open up Instagram, and 30 minutes later, you're still on Instagram in the same spot. Like, you know you got shit to do, though, like, but you still on Instagram. Literally, once you lock your phone, you back to life. But that trance is like, that's a thing, and everybody ain't even mentally aware enough to realize, like, yo, I waste my life doing this shit, and all I gotta do is hit that side button, and then I'm back. Like, now I'm forced to think about other shit, you know what I'm saying, that's right here in front of me.
That's why that new meta shit, that's why I say, yeah, I'm not fucking with that shit, bro.
It's not what people think. Like, when they hear meta, they think, oh, we're gonna be in virtual reality.
No, nigga.
The whole, bro, think about
Keep
it.
that
You
shit.
in your room by yourself, nobody around you.
Y'all niggas remember PlayStation Home, bro?
Times 13.
The Black Mirror?
Nah.
Oh, shit.
What you said?
What's that show? When they talking about putting AIs into people. Like your conscience. They put your conscience into other people.
You talking about Get Out?
No, it's a
show.
show, bro.
Altered Carbon.
No,
The
no.
100.
Word?
You're talking about the 100?
100.
You're talking about the
Okay,
100?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, that's the same concept too.
Yo.
Bro,
Everybody gotta
watch
watch the
that.
100, bro.
Watch
You try to make me watch it. I fell off of
it's
it.
elite, bro.
I fell off of it.
It's the way it starts. It makes it seem like it ain't some realistic shit. Keep
But
watching.
trust.
Yeah.
Keep
Trust.
watching. No, that shit realistic.
Like,
as hell.
the third season is when they really get deep into it.
Yeah.
Like, talking about taking out the conscience, putting it to different conscience.
realize how-
niggas living forever.
I mean, we already see niggas be experimenting with that shit. Movies don't come up with this shit out of nowhere.
Exactly.
I think the 100 and that whole season and all that shit dropped before Get Out came out.
Yeah.
So it's crazy how both of those things like basically is like hinting at the same shit.
Mhm.
It been going on. That's like operations from the 60s and shit like
Mhm.
that. But it's wicked because some shit y'all was doing in the 60s, now y'all just spill it out in the 20s. I mean, you know, the 2020s, really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, what the hell y'all been doing for the last, like, what's new? See what I'm saying? What's new? It's been 60 years. What's new? You can only imagine. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's scary too, though? Like, even organizing, like, what we got planned in the future, like, even organizing certain shit, I don't even want to talk about too much because it's just like, I've seen how they just, like, tear down niggas for even trying to, like, lead people in the right way. You feel me? It gets scary. Like, if you...
The obstacles you run into type shit.
It's complex, but it's simple too.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Be like them to an extent.
What you mean by that?
Like,
Understanding the flaws of power.
we did that, but yeah, that really to like you said, to a degree. Because you gotta remember, like, whatever tactics or whatever that we're gonna use and enforce, we're not doing it with malice in our heart.
Exactly.
We're doing
It's
it
just to
trying
understand
end this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be certain measures that might seem extreme that you gotta take, but at the end of the day, it's like you gotta remember, bro, you doing this shit for the greater good. You're
Yeah.
actually doing this for the greater good.
Yeah.
Not the bullshit version that, you know, they was saying when they was overthrowing power and shit like that. Because we was in millions of years before we ever created another race.
Mhm.
So it's like, that's a fact, bro. They getting that shit, the switch to getting where it is, you know, from what it was. Shit ain't happen overnight. That shit ain't even happened in a million years.
Word.
It took a very fucking long time. It's a very slow generational process. Like, we gotta start it the same way. And they wasn't named the fucking Black Panthers. They
Mhm.
wasn't named nothing. They didn't have no special leader who was popular and known and spoke on podiums.
That shit was
So
just all
we can't do
one.
it that way either.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It don't. That ain't how this shit work.
Yeah.
Us doing that and forming organizations and putting ourselves on the podium like, hey, this is me, this is what I say. You asshole, you just put a
Word.
big red dot on your forehead.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
are you serious,
But
bro?
in the shadows, bro.
Come
But
on.
that shit is scary though, cause
And we
Yeah.
and I don't fault our people because
Yeah.
it's natural. That's what we do. We step.
Yeah.
Warriors. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, hey, you gotta recognize who you dealing with. Who you dealing with is a different type of warrior. Who you dealing with is the type of warrior that will blow themselves up to take out one of y'all.
mhm.
See what I'm saying?
Take out the big fish though.
That reminds me, it kind of reminds me on the discussion of like, not to take this back to like history class, but like Queen Zinga, basically played that, and the whole time while she was playing that, she was organizing, and she had people like infiltrating on the inside, like they would be on the inside, and it would be fucking up the opposition's like plans because you'll think. Like, you'll be ready to bust a move, but Queen Zinga knows about this. So now we want to attack whatever path you want, we want to attack that trail. Now we take your weapons, now we ready. And it's just sort of using that same sort of mindset or thought process in order to execute your plan. Because you gotta, like you say, you just can't let everything be.
But it's crazy though, cause I ain't even trying to go through all that, my nigga. Like, it's crazy. I'm like, I just want niggas to be straight. But like, it even be down to pussy, nigga. Like, bitches just fuck your whole shit up, just because.
Just because,
My nigga. Nigga just send the baddest bitch to your team. Like, yeah, fuck this nigga up. Get this nigga accused of some shit.
Like I say, talking is like, shit, it's on you as a leader to make yourself aware. You're supposed to be one of the smartest ones around. If you lead in the pack, yes, you have to be the most informative one.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because when people don't know shit, they're gonna look to you and you're supposed to have the answer. So you can't be the leader getting backdoored. Like, you're a dickhead too.
Yeah.
What the
Nah, not even like the leader getting fucked up. I'm talking about like
well, yeah.
being associated with somebody that get fucked up like that. Like,
Yeah.
we seen it with Lil Durk shit situation just recently, where his man's got that whole. I don't even want to talk about that.
Yeah.
That shit wild, but
It's just like, and even that shit, but that shit is wicked, bro. Me personally, I'm against all that type of shit.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that shit at all.
hell no.
But it's two sides to every story, and I'm a call a spade kind of person. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A spade is men do fucked up ass shit, but women do fucked up ass shit too. It's
Right.
not a gender thing. If
Right.
you a cruddy ass person, you a cruddy ass person. So you got guys out here who's actually being cruddy niggas and doing shit, and some of them getting away with it, some of them, you know, whatever. But you also have women out here that know that it's actually guys out here that's doing cruddy shit, and that's an easy card to play. You see what I'm saying? And I don't witness both. I don't witness real cruddy niggas, and I don't witness real manipulating, conniving females too.
Yeah, I actually
So
got
it's
a story on that
you know
shit
what
for
I'm saying?
real.
It's like you gotta acknowledge both, and before like you jump to bashing or canceling, which is some weird shit. You can't. Your keyboard ain't doing shit. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
that shit doesn't-
straight up. Like,
makes sense.
most of these people y'all fake cancer slap shit out you in real life.
Yeah.
You said something crazy to them in the street. So it's like that shit funny. It's just funny. But it's like, you know, before you really like jump to conclusions and shit, like just gotta analyze it and realize that all this shit internet based. we don't even know. Like, bro, we all grew up or went to school with some messy females to the point where it's like if they was to come out and say some shit, it's like, come on, it's coming from you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we don't even know these people. You know what I mean? And
that's facts.
And anybody, again, people are manipulative, so anybody can word whatever. Again, I don't have no facts, like, so I don't pick no side.
Yeah.
But I'm just aware. I just be sitting back waiting for shit to play out. I may have my reserved feelings, but I ain't gonna never like. But I try not to ever like just jump the gun and just voice my opinion without knowing like what it is.
At the end of the day, though, shit come down to judgment of character too, and just self-discipline too. Cause a lot of niggas will put up with a lot of shit just cause she look good or some shit like that. Like I just seen niggas throw themselves in jail. Like this is one situation. This nigga worked at McDonald's, so we was in. I think you were great under me, right?
2014.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we was in middle school. We was definitely in middle school then. This nigga was in high school. He was fucking with a shorty. I guess she was in 8th grade. He was in 9th, whatever. But he had a record already, right? He was working at McDonald's, about whatever. Because he was a little older too. Long story short, they fucking around. The father found out. The father of the girl found out. She lied and said the word. I ain't gonna say the word, but she said the word. Nigga got hella charges for that shit. Just because.
Off the strength of her trying to save face.
Yeah, bro.
And then some people setting themselves because of shit like that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like we ain't finna sit up here and act like it ain't niggas out here that's really on fucked up ass, weird ass, need your ass beat or killed ass timing. But we ain't we can't sit here and just believe every allegation that a female say off the strength that it's coming from a female. Because it's two types of people in the world. Like, it's cruddy motherfuckers and it's real people.
Yeah.
People like that shit. So it's like, like that whole internet presentation of shit, I don't agree with that. I don't deal with my shit on the internet personally. So it's like when I see people do that, to me that's like an automatic indicator. Like, alright, we like two different types of people. Feel me? Like, I done had niggas subtweet dude, boy. It's like, bro, I got your number. I'm calling you. I know where your mama live at. Please don't make me come to your mama crib. Because then it's like, Dom, you out doing too much. It's like, nah, not you it is though. Because what you thought I was going to do, post back? Like, motherfucker, like, come on, bro. I'm not. Nah, like when I was a kid and like growing up, we were outside playing.
Word.
You see what I'm saying? I didn't grow up like I grew up with an Xbox and YouTube, but nigga, that's after we come back in.
And then, that's a maybe too.
That came later in the childhood.
Yeah, that's
So it's like, we was getting taught like what to do and what not to do. Just as young men, it's like that internet shit wasn't a part of the program. Like that, we didn't get trained for this. I didn't get trained for this shit. So I don't like that shit.
That shit always made me feel uncomfortable too, because I feel like people, you got some people who like mad emotional and like to express their business on social media or internet in general. It's like nobody cares though.
Fact.
That's
like I know me personally, like I'll put up, or I have put up like kind of like some motivational posts.
Yeah.
So like I'll put up something like that. Like I remember when I couldn't pay my little phone bill, something like that. And it's like, even when I do shit like that, it's like for multiple reasons. It's like, one, I got a lot of like young cousins and like just young guys and shit that's watching what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like to the point where it's like, if I get caught up in some bullshit, nigga, they might fuck around and lose hope because it's like I know Dom, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I do shit like that to show them like, nigga, I wasn't born into this shit. I wasn't, who I am right now. I ain't always been. I done fucked up. I done did shit that I felt like I had to redeem myself from. I done made certain moves that I thought on later, and I'm like, bro, that was emotional as hell. Like, you know, you shouldn't have did that. We shouldn't have did it like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, if I do put up something, it's just to let motherfuckers know, like, bro, I'm human, nigga. Like, I did the shits, nigga. You know, I'm human, bro.
That's understandable too. Like, you know, we all go through life experiences, and sometimes you learn lessons that you want to express and like, share to other people. So it's like rightfully so. But I feel like when it comes down to like, oh, it's drama in your house and you trying to express
facts.
really right.
Nah, bro.
Underlying messages.
Shit, it's hard for me because I ain't grow up that emotional. It's just how I was raised, you feel me? And a lot of people be like, "Oh, you should probably go to therapy for that." Yeah, you're not wrong, but just like in general, like I'm not an emotional person. You
That's
feel?
what I'm saying, because it's like the person I am now, like I'm not emotional.
Yeah.
So it's like I grew out of it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, like how you said, like some people say you should go to therapy. It depends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if there's no, because it's like, granted, I grew out of dealing with shit how I used to deal with shit, but I'm still that same person though.
Yeah.
So nowadays, when I'm put in the same situation, I deal with it differently. It's literally a split-second conscious decision to deal with it differently.
You use your logic side of your brain versus your emotional side of your brain.
And personally, I like it that way because it's kind of like, I kind of equate that to going from broke to rich. I would rather go from start at the bottom and go up. You know what I mean? So that I can be able to relate to both sides. You know what I mean? So it's like, with the whole emotional shit, like I'm kind of glad I started off like that. Because I you know, I could identify, like, you know what I mean, with certain people.
Facts.
Like,
nah.
That shit.
Cause like, nah, it's all the young niggas I know, I really be trying to get them out of that. Cause I know they go through situations, especially, it's mainly relationship shit. I've been through that. I done been through 4 or 5 year relationships plenty of times, bro. Been a simp. I've been, you feel me? I got all of that stuff. And I just be telling them like, yo, bro, stay down, improve yourself, come back better. That's it.
Like the way I feel now, and it's crazy. Growing up, like I said, when I was younger, it was football. Football was like, now, you know, I'm building my brand through the music.
Yeah.
But I always had in my mind, because I grew up in a married household, and my parents still married. They got young, like 19, 20. So I always told myself, I need that, or I want my partner before I make it, and I need to have that established. And it's like, bro, realistically, you need to get your shit together.
Yeah.
Because you're a man, and you got a different role in that relationship, bro. See what I'm saying? Somebody kicked the fucking door at 3 o'clock in the morning. She not supposed to get up. I mean, a bill short or something due last minute. She not supposed to go and work the extra day to cover that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, realistically, it's like, now you put that your shit together, bro. And I'll be like just stressing that on, like you said, just the younger guys, like, bro, focus on that money first. Like, you can have friends, but you need to let them know where you at right now in life. Like, know, like, yo, we can kick it. I like you, but like, I'm really trying to be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just build myself up. So it's like, and you better spill it like that, because guess what? You get another choice. And then if she still fucks with you, now you know you got a partner. You know what I'm saying? And now you can kind of do both at the same time. You made that understanding, but you trying to do that shit like young me was doing that shit and trying to go first. Like, you gonna fuck yourself, bro. And you gonna, like, I ain't gonna say waste time, because it's learning experience.
Nah, yeah, for real.
You gonna postpone a lot of your goals. You know what I'm saying? Shit,
Word.
I could have had emotion, like, you know, at a certain age, it's like, I'm just now starting to bring into that shit, because my focus is different, and my consistency and my accountability for shit is different. Like, I don't blame nobody for shit that happened for me, not even to me, but happened for me, because it's like, if it was bad, I allowed it. You know what I'm saying? If it was good, I welcomed it in. You know what I mean? Like both, like you can't pick and choose. Like, nigga, you attract what you put out. You know what I'm saying? People continue to do what you allow. So it's like, with that mindset now, waking up every day, like, life is different. Like, it's a lot more organized. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more peaceful. It's more structured. It flows better. Like, if I set a goal this month, the shit getting done by the deadline. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, the people that are gravitated around me by switching that has even improved. You know what I'm saying? I no longer wake up or like go to sleep kind of like questioning, you know, people I confide in and shit like that. Like I don't, it's a different type of feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't
More confident in yourself.
I ain't no dummy, so I don't put nothing past anybody, but you gotta listen to your gut.
Yeah.
My gut don't give me bad feelings no more.
Word
You know what I'm
up.
saying? So it's like
To change the lifestyle.
yeah, like bro, that shit it's fulfilling, bro. It's fulfilling, but at the same token, like I said, I had to go through them steps. I had to do things and make certain decisions that I felt like later on, like damn, bro, that wasn't the best. You feel me? You should have did it like that instead of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so,
I feel like that's a part of life too, though. You gotta experience all types of different things to even understand the truth of life.
yeah.
And life really is simple, for real. Life really is simple. That don't mean it's easy, but it's really simple.
Yeah.
Simple as hell.
I agree.
Shit, man.
To the point y'all was talking about earlier when you was talking about controlling their emotions.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because on the way here I was just listening to a podcast.
Word.
It's just what they consider that the idea of like being aware of what's going on around you and your emotions,
Mhm.
being able to make a decision quickly. They call it like cognitive dominance.
Mm.
So it's essentially, you know, just being disciplined and being able to say, "Alright, this just happened. Stop, think, behave this way."
Right.
But the most, what is it? The most effective way. That's beneficial for both parties, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And another thing too, like to the point of like, you know, a lot of times we feel like we need to have our shit completely together to even start looking for a shorty or be with a shorty. I feel like it's true to a degree because you don't. I feel like you don't really have to have you have to have your shit together. You have to be in the right mindset, the right mind space. But at the same time, you could come across somebody who could propel you, like to heights that you've never even like thought of before, or like just take you to a different level. And y'all might not even last the entire time.
Yeah.
But they'll provide those lessons for you, for you to reach that level that you need to reach. Kind of.
Yeah, not to cut you off. I feel like I hear what you're saying, but I feel like you need to know where you're going as far as direction.
Yeah. I feel like if you completely lost with like not even like a rough
That's not
drive,
a
yeah,
good.
you're not even ready for that.
Yeah.
Exactly, right. You got it. Right.
Because
But
like
if you got like some kind of rough drive plan and you already in the midst of working, like
Yeah.
Granted they might be further along or you might be further
Yeah.
along. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like y'all might not even last that long.
Exactly.
But if you at least got two like-minded people where you ask them like, all right, what do you want to do with your life? And they both got a detailed answer for you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That can be built upon.
And that's why I said you got to be like in the right mind space. You
Yeah.
can't just be out here like still working at McDonald's, like different McDonald's and Wendy's, and then try to. Not to
Nah,
not
but-
to-
I'm
I'm just saying.
No, I was saying.
Because it's like you gotta have a plan. Remember, we just said Jeff Bezos was flipping burgers at McDonald's. You see what I'm saying? But he had a plan.
Yeah.
You see
Not
what I'm
high,
saying?
yeah. You see, it came out wrong. Essentially, what I'm saying is you just can't.
You can't be getting them texts and just buying weed and shit.
Yeah,
Word.
exactly. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
Like,
you
you
can't
can't have no direction at all.
Nah,
You
'cause
gotta have
look,
a plan. You
look.
can still be bouncing around, but have a plan.
I done been up with no direction.
Yeah.
But for me, I've been up, but then I was in a relationship for 4 years and it was just dwindling down. But I was up though, so I'm like, yo, fuck, like, come on, that shit fucking with me. That shit ain't matter. I ain't know where the fuck I was going.
He was one of them ones. That
Hey man, that shit go crazy, man. But yeah.
That relationship shit, that shit is like, that shit a major factor, I ain't gonna lie. 'Cause that shit, I mean, it's a major factor if you let it be. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you let it be, it's a major factor. Because you got some people out here who like, maybe in a relationship, maybe into themselves. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing
I'm about to say, ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm selfish as hell.
Communicating that clearly to the person that is accepting that mode. Ain't nothing wrong with that because you gave them a choice. If you choose to deal with it, they can't really complain about it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like at the same token, having the right partner or having a fitting partner to your situation though, man, that shit hard, bro.
Yeah.
It's like reality, like you gonna get more
Exactly. That's what I'm looking for. Like,
like, what up, my nigga?
Hey man, anybody deal with me a tough ass motherfucker, I'll tell you that.
I agree.
Shit.
I know I definitely haven't always been the easiest person to deal with. Probably as a homie or like, you know, both. Because I wasn't as always self-aware as I am now. Like now I got a lot more, like I said, there's accountability and just self-awareness. So I feel like I do a better job at, you know, just kind of like standing under the radars in, you know, in most cases and shit nowadays. It's like, granted, you ain't for everybody. I don't ever want to be for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So there's still people that, you know, have little fallouts with them, they don't really last and shit. But, you know, for the most part, like I said, I feel better like waking up and going to sleep that night because I know like where I came from. I know how I would have acted and moved in certain situations. And I don't even have a desire to do that shit anymore. So it's like, nah, that shit hit, bro. That shit hit when like the people, the same people that used to like nag you, go from like just telling you good job, keep it up, make sure you sleeping, like when the same person that used to be nagging you though for shit goes to that, it's like, bro, you gotta be goddamn making a significant improvement. Because when they was nagging you, they was doing it out of love. You know what I'm saying? A person that don't give a fuck is gonna do that, not give a fuck. So if you're missing money or you miss like nigga, I don't care. Yeah, I don't. You're a bum. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. But when somebody is on you, bro, my nigga, they give a fuck, bro. And that's something I ain't really even always understand how I thought I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you know when you fucking up as an individual. So if you know you already fucking up, and then somebody that you know love your ass come and get on your ass, why you defensive? Why you arguing back? Why you even got a response?
You know that
you already know you fucking up. But what happens is it's a weak emotional response because you don't even know how to cope with that. And that's why you just walking around with it, wallowing in that shit, letting that shit go on and on.
That ego too.
Yeah.
You gotta check your ego.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, going back to what Devin said earlier, you know, all of us weren't necessarily taught how to do that shit, bro. And it ain't necessarily our fault. Sometimes it ain't even our parents' fault because some of our grandparents ain't teach our parents how to cope. So it's like what? And it's like once you learn that, like I know for me personally, once that started clicking, I started to have empathy, like a lot more empathy for, you know, just a little bit of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like it's deeper than the surface of it. Like obviously if somebody handling you in the wrong way or they disrespecting you, obviously they not right with themselves. Because people
I see that shit all the time.
People that's really right with themselves.
Yeah, I see that shit all the time.
They don't have that in them. They handle you differently, more calm. It's not that shit.
I done almost got into plenty fist fights on the street just based off of that. Like you don't even know me, man. What's going on with you? Like you good? Like
it's funny because it's like hearing you and Dre. It's kind of like the opposite for me growing up because my parents, I feel like they coddled me a lot. You feel me? So it's like I grew up being super empathetic, super like in touch with my emotions kind of shit. And it's like now it's something I'm going through now, but I'm definitely making improvements. But when it just comes to being like less passive and being more, what's the word?
assertive.
Yeah, more assertive and just less emotional in general. You feel me? So it's like the opposite of what you were saying. Because I feel like my parents, maybe it's because of how they grew up and shit like that, they have gone through a lot of hardships. And it's like, they don't know, like they want to make sure I have it as easy as possible. And I feel like that hurt me so much because there's been times, like for example, right? One time it was like the winter time and my neighbor wanted me to he was like, yo, if you shovel the snow for me, I got some bread for you type shit. But my dad went and did it for me. That, like thinking back at it, it blows my shit. You feel me? It's like shit like that I want to experience and I want to do more of. If I was able, that's just like a minor example. But there's more examples of that throughout my childhood.
Right.
And stuff like that sort of compiles, you feel me? It's like you get the sense of what I'm getting at. Like, you feel me? It's sort of, it makes you,
it molds you into a different
type of person, you feel me? But like being around the people I'm around now, it's like I'm learning these things as I go, and I understand what the type of man I want to be, and just off that strength, I'm able to adjust, and it's a work in progress. But like I'm getting there, you feel me? So I feel like a lot of it, it starts with parents, like you were saying, and the way that they was raised too, because I know some of their background and why they are the way they are, and it's just being aware and understanding why people move.
I feel like it take balance though. You feel me? I feel like, cause even being too assertive is toxic. Even being too empathetic is toxic. Cause one side you get run over all the time. People see that you nice, and cause it's not. I don't like the word ignorant for that term, like for that, but it's technically ignorant. Like you're blinded to the fact that the world, like the real world, is actually just straight cutthroat. You feel me? At the same time, though, you don't need to be stepping on other niggas' shoes like that either. So it's a fine balance.
Exactly, and I don't want to be super assertive. I understand, like, you need to be in touch with your emotions to a certain level.
Right.
And you also need to be very assertive and, like, there's another word I'm looking for.
It's times for everything, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's where that balance comes in.
To me, it's like I actually growing up, right? I always wanted an older brother.
Facts, bro.
Same.
Only child.
Same.
Well, not anymore. Yeah.
I got an older sister and I got a younger brother. Shout out Tori and Tyler.
Yeah.
Those are my hearts. But I always wanted an older brother though. Never got the older brother. You know what I'm saying? So one day it kind of clicked, like, nigga, you not get it.
You are the older.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Because my sister, she only got me about like 3.5 years.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, by the time I had about 9, 10, Ghost first started kicking in, like, yeah, it's like, from the looks of it, my nigga, you feel it, bro. But, I ain't never like, you were just saying, like, I'm never like stepping on toes like and shit like that. But basically what I'm getting at is like, I think, like, back to what you were saying about like upbringing and kind of being coddled, right? My parents coddled me without realizing it was coddling. Like, they grew up in some rough environments, so they knew what I had the potential to become if I got enticed by the same type of environments. And because of that, they like, really specifically, like my mom, like, she put a foot in my eyes, you know what I'm saying, to just like be straight and narrow. But like you was just saying, like, as far as being too assertive, that got his like cons too, you know what I'm saying. And growing up often, like, it would be certain situations where I would feel like she was too assertive, and ultimately because basically we was both still two people developing. Like I said, my parents were young parents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like the ages we are now, imagine having 2 kids.
Yeah, nah.
Partner, you gotta pay your own rent. Y'all have 2 cars and you have 2 kids. You get what I'm saying? So it's, but now that I'm at this age, I get it. And that's what I'm saying. Like the empathy kicks in, and I'm like, damn, y'all was really doing the best y'all could.
Right.
And we didn't even like go nights not eating, and that's like y'all was doing that
Yeah.
shit.
Well, I be thinking about that too. That's why I'm not mad at my parents.
Yeah.
Like, I get it.
But before
you just gotta,
you understand that, right? All you know is mommy being mean.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? All this extra little stupid ass kid shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
So,
word.
because of that misunderstanding, that disconnect, for a long time it did like kind of put a strain on our relationship. But once we both collectively did like some maturing and some listening to understand, you know what I'm saying, bro? That shit was like the one of the best things I ever did was like get to the bottom of that shit. Or, mend it and get that shit all the way what it should be. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I grew up in a married household, so there ain't never been a day where I ain't seen my parents or talked to my parents. But nigga, just because they there don't mean y'all like it shit.
Like that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like growing up, it's a lot of shit I figured out on my own, bro. Like I done been shot at, arrested, all type of shit. Like some, like my pops, like he knew about when I got arrested and shit. But man, it was a lot of shit. Like man, getting shot at or robbed, just being in certain situations. Like my parents didn't know about that shit. And I wasn't finna tell them about that shit. Because if I tell them, I'm not going outside tomorrow.
Word.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, see, from that aspect what you just said right there, like, I want to say I put myself in a lot of situations, but growing up in a single parent household with women, I was rebellious as fuck. Like, you tell me I can't go outside, I bet. Watch me go to sleep. So I'm outside just doing bullshit, which I'm grateful for because I learned certain things, you know, learn not what to, like, not doing shit like that. At the same time, it's like, there's a lot of shit that I picked up that I had to unlearn and relearn. Like, you feel me? Like, I learned shit from older niggas that you look back at it now, like, yo, y'all some bitch ass niggas for real. Like, for real. Like, like, niggas is treating women bad as hell, and I'm thinking like, yo, nah, word, yo, yeah, that makes sense at the time. Yeah, and then you really look at them now, like, you ain't getting no bitches, my nigga.
I got this thing, and this might be an unpopular opinion, but I feel like my nigga is my homie. If you be cheating on your girl and shit like that, you done that shit in front of me, bro. I definitely can't put nothing past you, my nigga, cause like, y'all, bro, you super vulnerable and shit with your girl. Y'all be walking around the crib, nigga, bro, you tell you love her, but she suck your dick at night, bro. And you lying now, motherfucking face. I know you to slime me out, motherfucker. I ain't know.
That's not unpopular. That's not unpopular. That's not unpopular, cause like, I just
feel like you got a name,
yeah.
You that type of person.
Yeah.
Now we just had a homie, you feel me? I ain't trying to put his business out there, but essentially he, you feel me? He done do some bullshit, you feel me? And I'm just like, bro, hear what you saying. Why are you upset? You dug your own grave, my nigga. Like, come on, bro. You look stupid.
And that's that ego
Like,
shit that like a lot of us as men like we won't get over. Like nigga, get over yourself, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, your lady that you love, there's other niggas out there she probably trying. She can
Yeah.
do better.
Exactly.
for real.
Humble yourself, like,
For
humble
real.
yourself, keep playing your fucking role.
For real.
And niggas don't, you know, niggas get that little, that king syndrome. Like, I can have my cake eat it too.
Nah,
it's
bro.
Cool, and it's like, bro, you gotta realize what you living in, but this is the real universe, nigga. You get back what you put out.
Hell
One
yeah.
way or another, my nigga. You think you got out clean, but nah, you gonna eat that shit later, bro.
And at the other end too, niggas really fall into temptation too. Like, I see that shit all the time. Like, even like I deal with that shit all the time. It's,
Yeah.
you just go on Instagram real quick, boom, it's right there. Like, that don't mean I gotta fall into it. You feel me? Like,
Bro, no funny shit. I was doing some Uber Eats the other night, right?
yeah,
So it was like, it was late. You know what I'm saying? It was like midnight. I get to the door. Chick comes, she got a bonnet on. Then, like, don't get it fucked up. I put mine in the bonnet. But I'm just saying, like, you
Nah, I already hear the situation. I already know the situation.
I feel like she in her element and shit. Like, mind you, like, I'm doing that shit. If I'm coming down the street, I'm calling you so that you can
Yeah.
by the time I can woo, right? So, boom. Walk to the door. She like, oh, you it's cute.
Yeah.
Like, shot cute on the phone. Like, just doing all
Yeah.
like, shorty, take this back. Like, yeah, like, what you going for? But it's like, but that shit be so random, like, or like when I'm at my motherfucking day job, living for Amazon, like, all
nigga, I
all
already
kind of
know,
clerks,
son. I already know.
And it's like, bro, granted, when I was a young nigga, for me, even when I was a single nigga, I used to pray for times like nigga, come on with it.
Nah,
like,
look.
You know what I'm saying, but now it's like, you know, when you in a relationship, but that shit uncomfortable, bro. Like being hit on.
I ain't gonna lie, even being single, bro, cause like,
yeah, even being single,
like, bro, bro, it was I worked at Amazon too. Now, you feel me? Summer days, I had to just throw the vest on with a tank top. That's it. I'm pulling up. It's shorties coming outside, robe. That's it.
Roll.
Robe, nigga. Nothing. Ain't nothing under you. You can see everything, bro. They just threw the robe on real quick.
Treacherous, bro.
I done had offers where they was like, you want something to drink? Come inside. Like, had all that.
What type of porn?
But look, listen, like, word. Nah, but look, at the end of the day, though, it's like, I don't really be trying to fall into no random bitches, bro, because it's like, you don't know what's going on. You feel me? You don't really know what's going on. What? They got a husband that want to kill you type shit. STDs, all that shit, bro.
I'm scared.
You got a kid out there you don't know about now because you done. She said she was on the pill, but she not. Whatever.
That's your fault.
Yeah.
Come on, that's your fault.
Too
Though.
much variables, bro.
Hey man, I know. Oh, I'm allergic to condoms. All that shit.
I don't mean you as the nigga gotta dump in it though, because you see what I'm saying? You see how niggas be wildin' though?
Niggas be wildin'.
Like, if you want sushi, bro, handle your business. You don't gotta dump though, bro. Like,
But I'm saying though, you did that probably for like 15, 30 minutes and then.
what?
That's it.
That's
No, I'm saying like you wasted all your energy on that. Like trying to fuck with her.
Shit.
No, I'm talking about
Oh,
just
you
fucking random.
conversation?
No, fucking random bitches.
What's I getting on me?
Nah, bro. It's certain bitches is not worth it. I don't care.
No, facts. No,
Yeah.
facts.
It's certain bitches.
I'm just saying,
Like, I'm mad selective when it comes to fucking
Yeah,
with bitches, bro.
OD.
Mad selective.
I done turned down
Pressure.
3 to 4 times as much as I've done like
Yeah.
took off top, because it's just like I wasn't raised like that. Like I was. Motherfuckers told me I was handsome when I was young. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't grow up like super.
insecure and shit like that.
I did on the inside, but you know, on the outside, like nigga, I was cool. Like whenever I wanted to talk to, I found one way or another. I ain't gonna say and lie. I'm not the type of nigga that just walk up and approach you, just start talking to you. Like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. But
To this
like,
day?
To this day.
Word.
To this day, I feel like if a female wants you, she gonna let you know.
Oh, yeah.
If
Yeah.
She, bro, think about it like
Yeah.
this. If she fire, right? Real fire.
Bro.
Not like nigga fire. She real fire, bro. She already getting approached by 30 niggas a day. She dubbing everything. So she got her pick of the lot. If she gonna make her pick on you, she gonna let you
She
know
gotta
one
make
way
it.
or another. I don't care if it's a story reply, a little spam. That don't mean you gotta take that and hop right in her DM talking crazy. No, but nigga. she
Niggas don't know that,
probably
though.
get your ass. You see what I'm saying?
She
Even
planted
like,
the seed.
but
You just gotta
that
understand that it's a
in-person
seed.
shit always the best. Like, fuck my Instagram. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, nigga catch you in person, it's up there. Cause that look.
I done seen.
You see what I'm saying?
I done seen niggas go down bad in the DMs, bro.
Yeah.
That shit get
All
wicked, bro.
Down bad in a DM. Maybe not bad, how you about to describe it. You know what I'm saying? We
I done seen niggas.
Airball.
Yeah,
Niggas not airball.
For sure.
tread lightly. in
Shit,
that.
me, if I airball, I ain't keep fucking airballing. Like, niggas be
Word.
wild and 7 unmet bet. You're wild. You're wild, bro. Respect yourself, nigga.
Nah, certain niggas can't take that L. I done seen niggas go down bad.
Bro, respect yourself.
I done seen niggas throw the DMs, and I seen them try to like redeem themselves in person. It was just like, bro,
Damn, you just made it.
calm down, fam.
That's wicked.
Yo, go sit down somewhere. Like,
Yeah, nah, that's wicked. Honestly, I done airball in the DM, been at the same event with her, and my energy ain't, you see what I'm saying? She trying to catch that motherfucker in person. Like, it be like, and that's how I be saying, it's like, maybe my Instagram ain't gonna do it for you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta meet me. You don't even know my voice sound like right, for real. Like, you don't know my energy. You don't know none of that.
that's why I don't be trying
Nigga
to.
got blonde dreads and all that. You
Word.
gotta take me for a whole different type of nigga. Like, nah, you gotta meet me and kick it with
I don't even be trying to bag bitches on Instagram because like a lot of them don't even put their voice on Instagram. You meet up with her, she talking about something. How you doing? I'm like, oh.
Back up, sir.
Yeah, man. Nah, that shit wicked. Y'all ever been in that situation?
What?
You ever got like bad catfish?
Nah, I never been.
You never got bad catfish?
Catfish, nah.
Not on purpose.
Nah, nigga.
Nah, like, hear me out. Like, you feel me? It wasn't like somebody I was looking for or nothing, but you feel me? Like, it was a situation. It was like niggas was talking about, hey yo, that's what's her name? And I'm like, what are y'all talking about? That ain't her.
That's
And
her.
then you, oh, that's her.
Yo,
Damn.
I'm not naming no names because that's wild, right?
Yeah.
And this is in high school, maybe like sophomore year. It was this female I was texting and shit. Bitch was mad pretty, like word up, word to this day, like, you know what I'm saying? No funny shit.
But
Bro, we was at a high school party, bro. Ah, shit you not. She's 6'5", bro. She's 6'5", bro.
Yikes.
Imagine that.
nigga, I'm 6 foot. I'm looking at it like that, like, whoa.
Imagine that, bro.
Is that horizontal? Nah.
Bro, it fucked me up so bad. Cause I was walking past it, mind you, it's you 6'5". I'm not looking for you to be a girl. I'm definitely not looking for you to be the motherfucker I was texting.
She played ball?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is, but you ain't tell me that.
Right. I ain't even got no context.
So how is this gonna work?
Yeah.
Because you know I ain't 6'5". You know what the fuck 6'5" look like.
Yeah.
You knew I wasn't that. I told
Big
you I
goofy
was
looking
football,
ass.
motherfucker.
Big goofy looking at. God damn.
But bro,
Shit.
it wasn't like
Touch the ceiling.
Bro, it was wicked because her body shape. You don't know she's 6'5" until you see her in person.
So she had a shape with it too.
Yeah, she built like a regular person. She just 6'5".
Just
bro.
6'5".
Damn, she probably weighed like
In the body.
180 or some shit like that.
Something. She outweighed my little bony ass in sophomore year for sure. But it was fucked because I ain't know she was gonna do this. I wasn't expecting to see her when I seen her.
Oh, you
Like,
seen her?
She called my name, right? She like somebody was like, somebody, that's Dom. Hey Dom. That's what I said, bro. I said, fuck. Yo, that shit was so rude,
That shit
bro.
was my word.
That shit was so rude, bro.
That shit
Like
was
seriously,
my
bro.
mind.
Like.
And then sophomore year, you probably even hit your growth spurt.
Nigga threw the gun. And I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even know that was you.
Word.
What's up? It's like, yo, you 6'5" for real. Cause my pop's 6'5", 6'6", so I know that shit. I'm like, yo, but you a female, it's different. It's different. Man.
Oh, she doing good in the WNBA.
I don't know, I don't follow it, honestly. I think motherfucker, you 6'5".
Gotta use your ass.
I'm saying?
Nigga, hold the bench down.
I hope
Something.
you still doing something. And I do no fucking
I hate some tall. I hate tall ass motherfuckers that be working regular jobs. I'm like, what the fuck is you doing here, nigga?
Bro, we don't need no 6'7" gym teacher. Tripping.
Shit, man. Use your height to your advantage.
That's
You under the 1%, my nigga. You can't just hold down the bench. Fuck, like.
that's wicked. You gotta, like, if I'm a coach, I'm signing the 6'8" nigga who ass. Aesthetic.
You gonna do something. You gonna do something, nigga. Water boy, nigga.
Yeah, right. It's a group of these niggas who ain't gonna never play or get their
Hell yeah.
dirty anyway. Let me get the 6'8" crash dummy. Bro. Like, what, you tripping?
That nigga might get one dunk for me
We call them decoys.
out of the season.
For real, we call niggas decoys. Yeah.
Just put them in the standard.
Put them in there. Football, man, we had decoys. Put them in there. They don't know what the fuck he about to do. They just know they got to guard his ass. Cool. While he doing that, we gonna get the ball to this 5'8" nigga.
Straight up the middle.
Right. So hit the edge.
I really wish I played sports. Like, if I ain't had that heart, well, I played baseball, but like, if I ain't had that heart murmur, bro.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah.
What's that like?
It ain't that bad. I'll grow out of it
What
by now.
exactly is it? What's it about?
Basically, your heart rhythm is out of whack.
So,
Yeah,
so that affects your breathing, obviously.
and you're like set.
Performance in general.
So like, I remember when I used to play ball. Like when I was younger, I just get tired mad fast. But like, we not even doing shit. We probably just run up layups and all that shit.
With
And
the
I thought it.
warm-ups? Nah, nigga, that wasn't your heart murmur, nigga. That shit real, bro.
What you mean?
The warm ups, nigga, that shit a workout. Why your ass getting
Nah, but like, nah.
fresh off of the
Nah, but look,
stomach
but look.
Nigga, that shit a
But look, like my heart would just be pounding fast as hell. Like it was like annoying. Like I thought I had asthma, so I went to the hospital and everything. It was like, all right, we're gonna give you this asthma pump. Fucking East Orange General Hospital. Don't know what the fuck they doing.
They ain't diagnosed nothing.
Nah, you just gave me an asthma pump. Like, yeah, you probably got asthma, yeah. Nigga, I had a whole heart murmur. Like, yeah. But like, my beam was irregular as fuck. I still play baseball. I really wish, like, if that shit ain't happened, I would have been like, obviously, nigga, I would have been playing basketball and football, nigga. Like, shit.
Just a quick baseball story. Sophomore year, I tried out for the baseball team. I made the team, and I was about to start. Progress reports came out. Progress reports, you know those things. Shit. I had a D in Spanish because she didn't frequently update the work. My mother pulled me out of the baseball. I was about to start, like I already had the position. I was second base, like never played baseball before. Football was like I'm just trying this shit out to do something in the springtime.
Yeah.
And then I started liking that shit. And then I looked up how much these niggas get paid in the pros. And then I'm like, wait, nigga, Deion Sanders, like, motherfucker. And then the progress report dropped. I'm burned out. My Dukes, she clipped it. But this how she put the nail in the coffin. She sent my 6'6" pops up there to go tell the coaches he off the team. He can't practice. Don't let him shoot.
Damn,
But these niggas 5'7", 5'9", bro. They like, like we heard you, bro. Like, nigga, over with. Never redeem myself from this.
I was just gonna say though, to your point, when you were talking about wish you could have been an athlete. Because when I had started playing football, I think I was like 6th grade. I went.
Nigga, I was a night, bro.
Yo, I was
clutching.
This is why I'm so tight, right? Because, and I'm partially to blame, yeah, but whatever. Like when I started, right? I started because in Pop Warner League you had midgets and then you had midgets, junior midgets and then midgets. And
Right.
there was one below the junior midgets, I believe. Pee-wee, yeah. So boom, I started off junior midget. Mind you, at this time, like I'm still like frail. Like I didn't even know, like I wasn't even really tackling niggas until like the second day of practice. Yo, my coach was like, "Yo, you not," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not." The next drill, I ran that nigga over because I really was like, "Oh, this how you play football."
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? So it was that. Boom. Fast forward though, like towards like you could say halfway through the season, it was like, "Oh nah, we gotta put him in the midgets." I'm like tough. For me, so by the time the end of the season, I'm running over niggas on the midgets. Like, you feel me? I'm like, oh, I can actually do this. You feel me? So I'm tight now because like I don't know what my thought process was at the time. I think it might have been the fact that like I didn't have homies to ball up with. Like, you feel me? Even though I was on a team, it was fun. Yeah, like I enjoyed the experience.
Right.
But I don't think I formed that emotional attachment with football that I have now. Is crazy that I have now because I have like the homies or like nobody I can really like relate to and like we could go run drills and shit like that off. You feel me? Off time type shit.
No, that shit is.
So it's like you feel me? It matters. Like you feel me? It matters.
Definitely.
So it's like on that tip right there is I just like I never went back because partially I got lazy and because of that too. I feel like I didn't have like a good support system. But like when I think about it now, it's like damn, if I would have stuck with that shit, I would have been pro. I know I would have been pro. Yeah, I can say that now. Though.
Nah, my dumbass would have got injured on some nut shit. I already know that.
I would have liked to try. Let me try to get injured before.
Bro, what's fucking with? I played football from the age of 7, 8, all the way into college, right?
Dude.
Never dislocated no shit. I broke my elbow. I ain't pop my shoulder out of place. I tweaked my shoulder a little bit. But it was fucking. I dislocated the finger for the first time playing pickup fucking basketball. And I was on the
That's
court.
mad common.
I was on the court for 3 minutes, bro. I tell you this. If I would have fucking swatted the ball instead of that nigga face, I would have punched that bitch out the park. I shit you not. That shit would have went out the park, bro. Yeah. Instead, that was my last play. My stupid ass hopped straight in the lift. Yeah. Went to the Man, that shit happened so stupid, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
It's like you playing football for all these years. This
like never dislocated.
That's how it be though. That's how it really be.
Simple shit like you cooking and you burn.
That shit fucked up your whole equilibrium.
But to this, like, I feel like I healed the problem. I was wearing the cast, but like to this, like you heard that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel like that shit ever gonna stop.
Nah, it's in there for real.
Like that's fucked up though.
Yeah.
That's not even my sport, bro.
That's wild.
Yeah, that shit wicked. The nigga ain't scored a lot. I ain't gonna lie. Actually, what's fucked up is niggas be doing too much because one of the ops caught a fast break. I caught him on the angle. I'm going for the swat. In comes one of my teammates up underneath. My hand, his face, my shit dislocated. Like, I didn't even get the swat. I'm like,
Right.
ah.
You know the main reason though I couldn't play ball?
What?
And I discovered it when I went to Bloomfield Tech. I was a violent ass nigga, like on the court. Like I was dead ass Meta World Peace on the court, bro. Like I remember I faded a nigga in the locker room because he was D'ing me too hard. Pause.
Yeah.
Pause. Pause. Nah, but the nigga was like, you feel me? Like he was screening me. I'm like, bro, the fuck is you doing, bro? Like, I don't even got the ball, nigga. The ball not even coming my way. You just on me. I was like, yo, we come to the locker room, bro.
That's what you sound like.
I used to like even street ball. I used to just elbow niggas, pop, straight, yeah. No rules.
Yeah, you want it. That nigga I hate.
Nah, nah, look, but you know who I used to play with? That big ass nigga, son. If he losing, everybody fighting. Like, so that was just everybody like energy, bro. We was just straight up.
I feel like as a parent, I'm definitely getting ejected from a couple of my kids' games.
Oh, for sure.
I'm going to.
Hey, coach, you know you a bitch ass nigga for that call.
I'm not even on them. I'm on the Raps. I'm on the Ops ass, bro.
He's like that.
It's a pee-wee game. Fuck you. They're competing. Like, what you mean, bro? They out there, right? Y'all niggas showed up. Like, they kicking me out, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They got it.
That shit gonna be fun. Going to
That shit be fun as hell, bro. But I kind of found a loophole around to see what I want to do is, right, I get my paper up, see what I'm saying? I'm a sponsor of the league. Boom.
Can't say shit to you.
They can, but all I gotta do is be like, all right, I got you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's different. It's like Snoop doing something in the Snoop League, like, damn it.
Facts.
But I want it to be my league though, because now I gotta play the leadership role.
Yeah. Nah, what show was that? It was a show. Like it was just one nigga. Like that average person didn't know he was a sponsor.
Yeah.
But like niggas knew, like the teachers and everything. Like, oh, that's that nigga.
That's
yo.
Yo, it's always cool to meet niggas like that.
Yeah.
Be like, yo, you a real live character. I fuck with it. But, whenever somebody like name supersede their presence, that's tough.
Hell yeah.
That's tough.
Hell yeah.
That's tough. That's legacy, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Like, even taking it to sports, like not even females know Tom Brady. They don't know who the fuck Tom Brady is. They just know Tom Brady. Like, or even Kobe. You know what I'm saying? A lot more people now.
7 rings.
7 or 4. I've been tight.
I let go of football as a whole. I'll go up a Cowboy fan, but I don't follow it anymore. If we get a ring, you know what's up with me. Sweatsuits, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm being realistic though. I don't even follow somebody. I be out like these little weak ass Giants fans and shit. Just be talking shit. I be like, bro, chill. Y'all niggas.
doing something recently.
Who? What? But
He was doing something. I said he was doing something.
Something like anything.
Declining.
Not something good, bro. Not a nigga ass, bro. Them niggas suck.
They making me so bad.
I want to say, nah, they ass suck, bro.
They probably made one play.
And I don't feel like when I was in college, I went to school with Shaw in North Carolina. And one of my teammates, my nigga Ray, he was a receiver. He was from North Carolina, but he was a Giants fan. And he told me I was tripping for being from Jersey but being a Dallas fan.
That's actually mad common.
It is, but to come from a North Carolina nigga who's a Giants fan telling me I'm wrong for not. I said fuck you and the Giants, my nigga. Like you tripping. First of all, they really should be the Jersey Giants because all they fucking facilities is here. You tripping? They live here, nigga. Most of the niggas live here. Like I'm like, what? So I'm saying Giants. Then we can't even get the Jets. Damn. Nigga, nobody wants the Jets, but I'm saying, like, we can't even get the Jets. Like,
nah, you can keep that. They got that. That shit.
Nah, but we need something, bro. Look, think of
Jersey.
Man, look at what Jay-Z moving the Nets to Brooklyn. They up and running now.
But they took the fucking Jersey logo recently, all that shit, and put the B on top of that.
It's cool. I'm just saying the action of what he did by bringing a team to Brooklyn, and now look, you got superstars in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
We need niggas in Jersey to be like, yo.
Once you give us a team, we can build from there. We can get motherfuckers over here. Like, hey, we ain't tripping. Nigga, I get on my motherfucking Drake ambassador shit for real. Like, I'm with it. Whatever. Whoever. What?
That nigga Drake crazy.
That nigga smart.
That nigga playing real life Monopoly.
Right. Nigga ain't even say Chad, I'm gonna say Monopoly.
That's really what it is, though.
Real shit.
You know, I play that shit too. What's up?
Shit, without even going too deep into it, I'm glad it seems like him and Kanye like found some common ground and shit. Cause I think that
nigga Jay Prince, fuck all that.
I know that, but I'm saying like when I first seen the picture of them three, it looked like your uncle made y'all two niggas over. Like it really did.
It really did.
But I don't know if y'all seen Drake posted on he had put up I believe it came from him. A poster of him and Ye, they was rocking out at somebody's concert.
Recently?
Yeah, bro, like arm over the shoulder, like. So I seen that, and I'm like, okay, Jay Prince ain't in this, so I don't know. Maybe y'all just.
That nigga Jay Prince.
I'm like, bro, nah, you heavily influenced, bro. You gotta think about it, like. And again, this is going back to people. You got different types of people in the world. You see what I'm saying? Just because somebody got a high status and they got a lot of money or they got celebrity, that don't negate what kind of person they are. You know what I'm saying? How they deal with shit. So not even them specifically, but there's a lot of famous people, men specifically. I feel like, bro, they be tender as hell, bro. Like as niggas, fuck your celebrity. As niggas, you would not be able to hang around me and the homies. Like we would jail your ass out of the chat. Like
I've been around.
Niggas be real like tender, bro. That's
video shit and like studio shit. I've been around niggas that got bread, but like
tender, bro. Where the nigga fuck up.
On top of that, there's certain niggas I knew that got the bag. Still corny as hell. Can't talk to no girls. Niggas just flash their money and think they gonna get random bitches. Like
that's the thing. I say this like it's crazy. I just started saying this like a couple weeks ago. But I just be really saying like, bro, I'm glad I always been me, bro. Cause like on some G shit, bro. If I take off tomorrow or when something go platinum or whatever, like can't no fucking mind tell me I ain't the same person I was before I had some money or something. Like nigga, I'm gonna still get dressed. I'm gonna still put on some frames. you know what I'm saying? I still ain't gonna be no whole ass internet nigga. I ain't like it. Just I always been me though. I always talk my shit and have my little confidence and shit. Like I've always been me. So motherfucker ain't gonna be able to stick that you changed tag. If anything, it's gonna be if I pop out on some something different than this and what motherfuckers know me as, then you can say I changed to ask me what up. But as long as I remain me, motherfucker, like the person can't say like, oh, this cause of your contract or cause of your record. Like, we ain't doing that.
A lot of times that be other people's insecurities. Because regardless, you're gonna get
other motherfuckers.
because you're gonna get more bread. Your lifestyle gonna change, and people gonna feel left out. Like that's just how that's gonna go. And you're gonna have that select group of people that's gonna be like, oh, he changed.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like I tell them to kick rocks now.
Right, as you should.
Like some motherfuckers be thinking like a nigga rich or something. Nigga,
as you should.
No, but I tell you, eat a dick now. So once I'm like at that status and I ain't around, or I live in Calabasas or whatever the fuck now. Bro, if you could call me and I pick up my phone back then, it's gonna be the same way, you know, moving forward. If you ain't have my number back then, motherfucker,
Right.
how you mad? Cause man, eat a dick. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
that concept is kind of cliche too, because it's like people, if there even is something like that in your life, you'll be able to weed them out already by the
You know what I'm
by
saying?
that time. Like,
People,
you don't want to be like,
they weed themselves out.
that's
Well,
true.
that's true.
That's true, but
But some people live off of having other people around them. But that's another story.
My mom tells me like that's a biggest concern, not even fear, just concern with me having money, is that she know that when I get it, I'm gonna spread that shit. She just,
It's a gift.
she just want to make sure I always keep that ability to say no. I ain't got it. When I don't have, you know what I'm saying, or when like, nigga, you need to be saying no.
right,
Like,
right.
and that's the thing, like, I ain't no problem with that, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Word up. I ain't no problem with that. Because there's a lot of leases out here. There's a lot of people who not even willing to put in the kind of sacrifice and work and take the bus and, you know, go a month or two without a haircut and, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't willing to do that shit. You ain't willing to go oodles and noodles 2 weeks, nigga. Nope, your ass gonna eat out. I know you is. You gonna buy a sandwich and you gonna do something like. But when you see the person that was willing to sacrifice, you know, get a win or they pop out with something, you feel like they don't deserve it or that bitch ass nigga. You don't know what that nigga did or didn't do or went without to get that. You don't know.
Hey, y'all can use the bathroom, bro?
Bro, that's funny as hell. Bro, keep that shit.
Like 3 hours, bro.
Nah, cause I'm seeing him at the peripheral. He trying to wait for that pause. That shit came like, hey.
That's tough.
Nah, that's tough.
Nah, straight.
Respect for waiting for that pause. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's tough.
That's golden.
This nigga just messaged an hour ago.
That's
perfect.
golden.
That's perfect.
That nigga said.
That might be.
Hey, I feel like that shit was put clearly in the mic too. Like. That might have to be dropped.
I was just about to say that might be the one.
Nigga, I use the bathroom, bro. Ground zero. Like, that's hard. Hell no, Mike.
For real, we just made this podcast really just. Because I feel like.
This kind of podcast is necessary, bro.
I feel like, especially in Jersey, we could just start from Jersey. There's not really nobody just talking. Like, niggas always got to have a conversation like what's going on. Like, we talk about what's going on in the world and shit, but at the end of the day, we ain't talking about us. Like, we ain't talking about what's going on with us as like our community.
And what we
shit.
experience and
then, like, I feel like we at that age where we influencing a lot of the young niggas.
Yeah.
As far as like they just coming out of high school, so they looking up to us.
Yeah, cause like we finally at that age, like mid-20 range. That like we at the age, nigga, you can drive, nigga, you got a stable money, rich. So it's like like definitely very wild to us.
because like we did, not to sound cocky or nothing, but we're the ideal, like they would look at us as the ideal position to be in at a certain point in their lives.
Yeah, hell
You feel
yeah.
me? So it's like they don't
nobody want to be 28, nigga. Nobody want to be 20 or fucking 27, 28. Like, nigga, that mid-range area, that's like you said, it's like ideal. Like, we know better. We know that, nigga, your prime is when you say your prime is and when you just being your best self. But, like you said, like, on some, you know, societal shit, like, word.
Yeah. They just need, you know, like-minded or something more relatable to be able to like observe and like, I like the way they move. And hopefully we can inspire them so that they just think for themselves and operate in a way that's beneficial for society.
I'm shout out to young niggas out, bro. It's like, niggas lost.
Right.
For real. Just how we
was lost at a certain point in time.
For sure.
We are like when I said earlier, I always want the big brother. Nigga said word.
Yeah.
Facts,
Everybody
bro.
all know that feeling.
Bro, you only know what you're exposed to. None of us was known, you know, we wasn't born knowing anything. I said, like, everybody was born a crying, bloody ass baby. You didn't know shit. You ain't no gay, straight. You ain't know you was a girl or boy. You ain't know shit. You was just crying, you was just here, nigga. And then you started getting taught shit. So like with that being said, literally you only know what you're exposed to, what you taught. Like you know, come on. So
you gotta feel in that big brother spot.
Yeah.
So I try to teach niggas about credit, finances, how to deal with their emotions, relationships, all that shit. I don't feel like there's a lot of niggas talking about that. They're just talking about.
And that emotional shit, right? Man, that shit's stemming to everything.
That's a big one.
Like
health and everything.
Bro,
that's sort of getting the handle.
how you deal with your emotions, bro, that affect your relationships. That affect your money.
That's
like, bro, cause you mad, so you about to go drink up or smoke up or what?
Like spite yourself.
I done been there, man. I done been there, bro. I remember like 2016, 2017, 2018. Like, man, nigga, I'm irritated. I got flame up right now. I might go.
Right.
I might have just bought an eighth, right, or some shit like that, and I'm knowing I gotta make this shit stretch. Let something happen though. That bitch going at night, and I'll figure it out in the morning. Like, but that's emotional as hell. Now you done fucked your budget up. So now you gotta go out your way, inconvenience, yourself in another area, because one emotional decision got a rippling effect, and it's like that's a small scale example. You know what I'm saying? But like that shit counts, bro. That emotional shit is a real thing because we not told enough when we younger, like, nigga, it's okay to cry, but you ain't finna keep sitting here crying. You know what I'm saying? Have your initial reaction, reel that shit back in, and let's start talking about solutions. If we, nigga tell you like that, you be like, alright, bet, just give me a couple things. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna come back and feel like the same man you was before you left, if it's taught to you like that. Yeah. But when it's taught to you that, crying or saying shit like, yo, that hurt my feelings is associated with being a bitch or a lame.
Never expresses.
You don't want to say it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you got some people who say, fuck, I'm gonna be who I am anyway. And usually even them are looked at as like the eyeballs or whatever society. But it's like, I think in reality, bro, life is a balance. Nigga, you can't appreciate masculine without feminine and vice versa. Bro. Like you gotta have both as anybody. I feel like gotta have both because it's gonna count in your decision making. Like you said earlier, being two of anything has its cons. You know what I'm saying?
That's the goal.
We'll wrap it up right there.
Wrap it up.
That's a beautiful way.
But this the reason why this podcast is so necessary to me is because.
That's a good.
Like the reason why this shit is necessary is because, like you were saying, the conversation that's being held is impactful. My nigga, I ain't mentioned my motherfucking project dropping next week one time. Like, we've been sitting here having real conversation, bro.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm definitely finna throw that shit in at 2.5. But nah, the project is like,
quick plug.
My nigga, I wanted to come and do this, and I wanted it to play out like this because the name of the project is called The Theory of Evolution.
That's tough.
You know what I'm saying? And for me, it's like, that's a synopsis of like, knowing what I came from to where I am currently. Like, just that title and just, that sum, of everything. Like,
There's
bro.
A lot in that, man. It's a lot in that.
Man, I ain't even a believer in the theory of evolution. I don't believe in no theories. But I know what it stands for. You know what I mean? That's why I chose it for that, because it's a real thing and like it's a process, bro. It's a process that everybody gotta go through. Like, you gotta go through phases. You gotta go through times in life making wrong decisions, feeling like you was dead ass right. If you don't never go through that shit, bro, you ain't gonna never check yourself. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna, like, you never had an ego shot. You need that shit. You need that shit.
Yeah.
You need to be like making decisions, really standing on shit, thinking you right, but be dead ass wrong. And then beyond that, you gotta be able to own that you was wrong.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you know what? I was going hard as fuck and I was wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pardon me.
Yeah.
That shit feel good as hell to do. Like, it's right, lift that pressure, that weight that a lot of us just be walking around with off of the strength of not wanting to be wrong, but not wanting to be viewed as less than because we got something wrong. Nigga, what? Don't nothing hit like a person that you really, really respect being vulnerable with you for a moment.
That's a fact.
That shit be like, oh shit. This nigga was shooting, man, but this nigga did. Alright, that, yeah, like it just be like, you know what I mean? It's a learning thing. It's like, oh, sorry, you can't do both. Yes, the fuck you can, man. So it's like, word.
Yeah, man, I ain't want to make this like podcast about, like in general, like the whole Ground Zero situation. I ain't wanted to make it about like music,
Facts.
videos.
Facts. You got enough of that shit. Yeah, you got enough of that shit, bro.
But what makes it human at the end of the day?
Right. And just that whole title was like the podcast, Ground Zero. You know what I'm saying? Ground Zero, Theory, Evolution. I'm like, I have to do that shit. And we gotta have that dialogue. Because it meshed, like, it meshed. Shit, Dre, I can't wait for them to hear this shit.
Facts.
Man, you were that Buddhist like Marley and Mike. Like, before, like, bro, I started putting out music 2016. 2016 to 2019. I recorded and engineered all my shit myself, and it sounded horrible. I'm not gonna lie. Like I needed this nigga. I needed somebody, but I needed somebody that was gonna listen and understand. Like I ain't need somebody that was gonna try to like just plug in presets on my shit. Like nah.
Understand what.
You feel me? Like understand that I'm coming in and I got this shit already written and planned out. But I'm open to what you got to add too. Like, nigga, you be chopping the beat up or might throw a cut in there and I'm like, nigga, I ain't even hear that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even hear that. But I'm glad that you did. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nigga, we ain't missed yet. Straight up. Straight up. Appreciate you
sticking around still. You got ups and downs.
We did. Chef to my future, my nigga. God bless the dead.
Shit, that was a good podcast right there.
Yeah, that was a great conversation.
I enjoyed that for sure.
Forget the goddamn careful. Appreciate y'all for having me, bro. And I share your platform to you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
We back in next week. You already know what it is.
Same time, same place.
Fuck the Lakers.